appreciates your attention while we review our learning objectives. After this presentation, you should be able to 1, grasp basics around the origin of the TV show Little House on the Prairie, 2, give examples of insane plot points, and 3, understand as much as anyone can why the hell they blew up, and I mean literally blew up, the set. Which brings me to the title of this presentation. Gonna burn this goddamn little house right down, or more accurately, if I wasn't trying to play off a lyric from the song Murder on the Dance Floor, popularized by the movie Saltburn, gonna blow up this goddamn little house right down. Now you may be asking yourself, what makes her qualified to talk on this story? Here's me in 1982, I know, right? Growing up, I thought the show was stupid, and therefore am not precious about it. All right, jumping in. In the 1930s and 40s, Laura Ingalls Wilder released a series of children's books about her time as a pioneer child and young woman. Now let's slide into the 70s. Nancy Friendly suggested to her husband, TV producer Ed Friendly, that he acquire the rights to the books. Like any good husband, he dismissed her. Later, he suddenly and on his own decided to acquire the rights. The show debuted in 1974 on NBC and was a quick hit. While of course there are many more characters, for now I'd like to point out that in the middle is Michael Landon, who played the family patriarch Charles Ingalls. On the far right is Melissa Gilbert, who played Laura Ingalls herself. Now, while drawing heavily from Wilder's books, the show also created many, shall we say, interesting plots. Here are but a few. First up, we have the Wild Boy. A carny-type guy rolls into town with a boy in a cage. Walnut Grove residents rescue him and are perplexed by his wild behavior. Turns out he was going through morphine withdrawal. In another episode, Mr. Edwards adopts an orangutan who, of course, is named Blanche. Because I particularly hated Nellie, a personal favorite is when she fakes being paralyzed. Laura discovers the lie and pushes her down a hill into a pond, forcing Nellie to stand. Now, according to my imagination, this plot inspired the beloved scene from Hercules. After 9 seasons, the last episode aired in March of '83. Michael Landon, though he was a producer and had a long relationship with NBC, was not directly told the show was canceled. Rather, it simply wasn't part of NBC's fall lineup. According to Melissa Gilbert's memoir, he felt completely disrespected. So much so that he said to her, "I'm going to blow the whole fucking thing up." She further explained in her memoir, and remember, this is a quote, "One of the things we talked about was his desire to not have anyone else use our sets, like to have some porn out there shooting. Now, while he did prevent this, he can't stop me from generating some porn titles, including Little Mouth on the Prairie, Little Blouse Off on the Prairie, and Best Little Whorehouse on the Prairie." Although Landon's instinct was to immediately blow up the sets, he was convinced to do 3 made-for-TV movies and instructed the writers to create a plot line to justify his appetite for destruction. Now, I have to admit this was a pretty baller move, but can we also agree that it is wild to, for real, blow up all these buildings? I, of course, get porn concerns and being pissed at NBC, but damn. Okay. We have some behind-the-scenes context for why Walnut Grove had to go boom boom. Now on to the actual movie, aptly titled The Last Farewell. Meet dickish land development tycoon Nathan Lassiter. He wants to mine for iron and has sneakily but legally acquired Walnut Grove. The town folks have no choice but to leave. As they begin to pack, Laura loses it and begins to Hulk smash her house. This leads to the idea to destroy the town as a huge F.U. to Lassiter.
Pickle shot, pickle shot, pickle shot, pickle shot. Yeah! There's a lot of clamato this now.
Crap on a cracker, that's disgusting. All right, worth it though. I wanted to show you all these videos. I made a choice. All right, now let's take a look at a short compilation of the town exploding. Please note in the movie, this sequence was 13 minutes long. I guess if you're spending that much on dynamite, might as well get your money's worth. All right. Eagle Eyes will spot Shannon Dotery playing one of the kids. No actors were actually present for the explosion, but they brought them back and made them look at the rubble. Apparently the tears were real, since understandably it's traumatic to see. Now this poor minister, they made him walk through the rubble, walk up the stairs and frantically ring that bell. Uh-oh. I'm kidding, they didn't blow him up, nor the church, deeming that too offensive. Woo, we're gonna dance with somebody. Lassiter rolls in on Easter Sunday and is all, what the hell? The town folks are all LOL and march out of town singing Onward Christian Soldiers. The final shot in the entire series is of the original house, which was not blown up for sentimental reasons. Outside are rabbits that were supposed to be sold as Easter gifts, but nobody had time for that. The final shot of all these rabbits leaves room for interpretation. One possibility, we're supposed to get more porn title ideas. No problem. How about Inside the Rabbit Hole, Backdoor Bunnies, or Who Boned Roger Rabbit? And with that, we've reached the end. Here are my references, but more importantly, I want to thank my key contributors. And with that, I'll leave you with some more porn titles to consider. Thank you for your attention.
Give it up for everybody. Any questions about blowing up the little house?
I got one right over here. I'm a resident TNT expert.
One, this is amazing. Two, what other famous TV movie sets do you think could be used for porn? My first thought is Cheers.
I mean, yeah, Cheers for sure. I would love like a TGI Friday series of porn, like Full House and Family Matters. I think that would be hot.
Full House, they're all related. I don't know. Twins, though.
Did you watch the entire final movie that they made of the whole 13-minute blowing up sequence? Can you describe that a little bit more?
I did, and it was brutal. And my husband was in the other room, and he was like, I was wondering, it was so dramatic because there was all this stuff. But yeah, the 13-minute long scene, which I have to think there had to be a commercial break in there, which makes it funnier. But there was wide shots of them all standing there. But for every single building that you saw blow up there, they showed someone wrapping the cords around the thing for the plunger. So I feel like if I did time travel, I would definitely know how to set up dynamite. And there was just so much time on the setup, and then them it was bizarre how long it was. But yeah.
Do you have a count how many times they showed explode in the episode?
Just the buildings. We got every building. My daughter and she helped me make the video. We got every building. We were committed to that. But
Incredible.
yeah, there's a lot of dynamite and crying. Yeah.
Very John Woo. Explode, explode, explode.
Yeah,
It's the same thing. That's good. Any other questions?
All right, that house is blown up. Give it up for
Super fun. All right, folks. Holy shit, we made it to the halfway point already. How about that? I got an extra pickle shot if anybody needs that. But in particular, you should hit the bar. You should get more drinks or food or whatnot. Hit the bathroom, hit the outside. Whatever happens out there happens.
Yeah. Have a smoke, take a pee, do it in the right place.